Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanna talk about just like perspective. Putting a lot of your life into the right perspective, and just keeping your eyes focused on things that are going to be beneficial to you. My story is, a lot of the time in my life, I've been in different places, during tough times, and I've just always tried to keep my mind in my heart too, just in the right perspective. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it can be tough to think properly when you're in really difficult situations dealing with a lot of stress. Um, an example for me was a few months ago. I had to get a new car at a very inconvenient time. I had to buy a new car, and it was just not something I wanted to do. But I think it's just really helpful to try to just keep your head thinking positively when you're dealing with difficult situations, stressful situations, to kind of not get let the stress or the anxiety take over, but just like put it back into perspective of like, hey, it's just a car. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's gonna be okay. It's not like, you can't get that money back. Like, we live in a society where, it's very easy to make money. There's a lot of ways you can make money. So, you have to kind of figure out, you know, what's most valuable to you, this car situation that's a very inconvenient, but does carrying a negative perspective or a frustrated perspective, is that going to be helpful for you to be able to progress in this next stage of your life? You know, um, and I know it can be a challenge, and I think it's a good challenge though. I think when the next stressful situation or frustrated situation that you might face, in your life, you just have to I challenge you to like just think about, is it worth getting super stressed about? Is it worth, you know, the consequences of what you will the negativity, how the negativity will affect your life? Is that worth it? And it's not worth it. It's so much more beneficial to be positive and keep your mind aligned with who you want to be, and continue a path that's going to be helpful for you, and not in a path that's going to lead you down a negative path, which is going to then lead you focus on the problems, the issues you have, instead of being able to come to terms with the solution. And a lot of times in my life, I've focused too much on the issues, focused too much on what I've done wrong, or how could this have happened? How could this problem arise, in this situation, when it would have been much more beneficial for me to focus on the good things, and focus on the lessons that can be learned, and how this challenge is going to be um, make me more into the person that I wanted to be in the future. Um, and because you can be who you want to be, you can be your ideal, yourself, the person you want to be today, if you just can have the right perspective, have the right mentality here, that allows you to be able to see the pathway which is going to lead you um, to be the person you want to be. And you know and I think that's really important, because I think a lot of the time we can kind of just have this mindset of being victims of circumstance. Like, oh, this happened. I wanted to be a great person, but this really bad thing happened, and now I can't because of this issue that happened. I just have to freak out. It's just, I can't deal with this. Well, you can deal with it if you're able to keep the right perspective. And maybe the solution would have been a lot easier if you're able to avoid that negative perception that you allowed yourself to dive into. And I think a lot of this takes a lot of processing things in those moments, and not overreacting. Maybe if you need to just take a moment to be alone and just like meditate and think about, okay, this thing that just happened is really frustrating, but how do I want to react to this? What is a reaction that's going to help me to get the result that I'm looking for? Yeah, but yeah. So I think this has all been very helpful for me in my life, and just being able to not and just be able to keep my cool in different situations and not allow the circumstances of life to kind of control my mood or control my mind, because it doesn't have to be that way. You can be whoever you want to be. You can believe however you want to believe and have the perspective of whatever, but just keep on focused on who you want to be, what your dreams are, and focus on that and keep working towards. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to just like, oh yeah, sunshine and butterflies, everything's going to be fantastic. Sometimes it is going to be hard, but you have to just remain like, this is what I want and this is who I want to be. So that means I can't react like this. I can't be like that. I have to work on myself, and I have to develop as a person to try to work through these things to reach, to get to where I'd like to be able to be. And yeah, guys, that's what I want to share with you guys today. Something I've been thinking about, and yeah. Updates for me is so it's the end of January right now. I'm planning to go down to Tennessee in about a week, just over a week. I'm gonna spend some time over there with my family, my parents, and trying to just find some work and just kind of get started, kick things off, and hopefully hoping to find a job in logistics, supply chain management. I'm looking forward to this new stage of my life, just being able to get away from studying, and just be a normal human being, working and saving, and be able to travel and do more of the things that I enjoy. So it is an exciting time, as much as it is scary, and like I'm just jumping off into the unknown, I feel like sometimes, but it's good. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.